What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Mo. This is my channel, Mo Nation. So in this video, as you can see, as the title says, I'll be telling y'all like the process behind getting business insurance and stuff like that, and kind of what to expect, what it cover, and stuff like that. I always encourage people to do their own research. Please do your own research as well. I'm just giving y'all a, really don't know what to call it. I'm just telling you my experience, and you can go off of my experience, but you also need to do your own research, basically. So let's get into it. Obviously, I do mobile detailing. We also make cups, and we have as you can see, shirt brand. For the mobile detailing, I wanted to purchase business insurance for the sole fact that I am working on other people's car, and you just never know what may happen. Even though I have not damaged anybody's car, or I had anybody come back and say I damaged their car, I haven't had that happen. But for me, as a person that is a overthinker, you know, that's just something that's always in the back of my head. Plus, my sister constantly would tell me, you need to get business insurance because you mess with other people's cars and all that stuff like that. So, obviously, I had no clue where to start. I tried to look up stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, and you really don't find much when it comes to detailing and purchasing business insurance for a mobile detailing business. So, I did a lot of calling around and asking different people. And basically, one of the people I asked was my insurance lady who takes care of the insurance on all the cars. So I had spoke with her because she does, she does business insurance, but she couldn't write it up because she's not in Texas. So, and she kind of walked me through the process of what to ask for, what to look for, and basically that type of thing. And she was even nice enough, she's in Louisiana, she was even nice enough to email me a link to places out here to call. So I called about 4 or 5 different places, and honestly, y'all, like, if you looking to get business insurance, number one, if you want to know if you need business insurance for mobile detailing, it all depends on the state that you in. And it may depend on the county, it may depend on the city or whatever. But what I was told by at least 2 different insurance companies is, as a mobile detailer with what I was doing, I wasn't required to have it. Some businesses are required to have it. So a lot of times if you get a shop, whoever owns the shop, if you're paying a lease or whatever, they will more than likely require you to have business insurance. But being that I was mobile, they told me that I was not required to have it and I didn't have to get it. But for me, it just gives me a peace of mind to have it just in case I need it. Now, the different things that what I pay may not be what you pay, because there's a lot of different factors that go into it. I don't know for sure if the amount of experience you have goes into it, but they do ask you that, like how long you've been doing it, when you started your business, do you have an LLC? For my business, for my business, I do have an LLC for it, which just makes it its own entity. I have, you know, the tax ID and all that stuff. It just depends on how you want to set it up. So if you're doing mobile detailing, you can also do a DBA, which is just basically doing business as, and then a LLC, which is a limited liability company. I think that's what the C stands for, not sure. But basically the DBA is exactly what it is. It's just saying I do business as Mo's Mobile Detailing. But everything is pretty much still tied to you. Like even your personal assets and the business stuff is still tied to you. So if something happens, somebody sued you, they could pretty much go after your personal stuff as well, your house, your cars, or whatever. Having an LLC makes the business its own separate entity. So basically with the LLC, they can only go after the stuff for the business, from what my understanding. So this is why I always tell people, do your research. So with the business insurance for mobile detailing, like I said, some states are not required, you're not required to have it. Texas is one of them. For mobile detailers, you're not required to have it if you're mobile. Things that may make it go up is if you're doing motorcycles, if you're doing boats, if you're doing semis, commercial vehicles, anything like that could make the price of the insurance go up, because I guess it's more of a risk. So if you're just doing car, trucks, and SUVs, they don't look out here, they don't look at it as that much of a risk. So it will probably most likely be cheaper. If you're doing big trucks, like I said, commercial vehicles, boats, motorcycles, and stuff like that, they look at you as more of a risk, so it's gonna be a little higher. So the first couple of quotes were pretty high. My very first one was like $300 a month. That would cover any mess ups basically with anybody's vehicle, and I think it was like a $300,000 policy. That one I thought, I just kept looking, you know, whenever you price an insurance, like even with cars and stuff, you call around to different companies and stuff, or you just find one person, I think it's called a broker or something like that. You find that one, there's companies out there that will do the work for you. So basically they'll find the best deal for you, and that's what I have for car insurance. So the lady basically goes out and find the best deal for me and comes back and say, okay, this person will do it for this, you know, and boom, that's it. But same thing with business insurance, is the exact same thing. It's really not hard, y'all, to get business insurance, and it's not hard to find it. My second quote was like $100 a month, and that was only covering car, trucks, and SUVs. That was not covering any motorcycles and any semis. Now, when I was talking to them, I told them if it was too high, which $150, $200 a month, that to do motorcycles and semis, I told them that I would not do it at all, and I would just do cars, trucks, and SUVs, because I don't do enough semis and motorcycles to really cover, to justify paying that much for business insurance. But just to keep in mind, that type of stuff do mess with how much it's gonna be. So finally, Valerie's grandparents, they own a jewelry store. They have to have business insurance, and I was talking to them about who they was with and everything. So I ended up calling up with the people they're with, which was like a broker. I hope that's the right word. And basically they connected me to one of their agents, like they contracted with to do work with, and they gave me a quote right then and there. Now the quote that I got, it was that one, they made it like super easy. So they gave me a quote over the phone and said it was gonna be this, and that was it. So basically, so they quoted me for $50. And honestly, I couldn't beat that, and not only because it's cheap, it's kind of cheap, it was because of it covered the amount that it covered, which I'm not gonna get into that. The amount that it covered was way more than what everybody else was offering. It also covers cars, trucks, SUVs, semis, motorcycles, pretty much anything I do. If somebody come out with me, like I bring a helper and they mess up somebody's car, obviously it covers that too. If I decide today that let's go get a shop, it also covers that as well. It covers a certain amount, like property damage or anything like that, but it covers if I mess up somebody's vehicle at that shop or whatever. It covers all that stuff, which is why I went ahead and got it. So the thing is, do you need business insurance? It just all depends on where you at in your business, basically. So I'm starting to do more and more cars, and this is what I do full time. Another thing is, like I said, if you only making like, I don't know, if you only bringing in maybe $1,000 a month from detailing, then getting business insurance is probably not for you at the moment until you start bringing in more and you start doing way more cars. Then you should most likely go ahead and purchase business insurance. Can you purchase it before you start? You pretty much can, Would I? Not really, because you don't really know if this is what you want to do. But it gives you that peace, you know, that you don't have to worry, even though you're not trying to mess up anybody's car. You know, it just gives you that peace that if you do get somebody that's like, oh, you broke this, you broke that, you know, that $50, like for me, the $50 that I'm paying, you know, will go to whatever. You know, like I pay $50 a month and they're trying to get me to change a part that's $20,000 or something like that, or $10,000 of damages or whatever. I don't have to worry about coming out of pocket for those damages. I just, you know, my insurance takes care of that. So the reason a lot of people ask me, do you have business insurance? Not customer wise. Most of the time I don't answer because I just feel like that's none of anybody's business, whether or not somebody has business insurance or not. And plus I feel like if you ask me that, the first question that you ask me is, do you have business insurance? I feel like either you're trying to scam me, or I don't know, you're trying to slip and fall while I'm working somewhere. I don't know. That's just what I think of. But I thought I'd just go ahead and share with y'all, make a short little video and share with y'all about the business insurance and stuff like that for mobile detailing. And if you're looking into getting it, you know, kind of the process of getting it and stuff like that. It's really not hard, like I said. You just gotta call around and get a bunch of quotes, and then finally just figure out what comes with what, and then you go from there. Get the best price that you can get. I hate saying that. I really hate saying that, the best price, because there's no such thing as the best price. But whatever suits you, basically. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. If y'all have any questions, make sure y'all hit the comment section and just ask away, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. So lately I haven't been able to get to it because of my detailing and everything else that I got going on, but I'll try to answer you back as soon as I can. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.